Private Eye David Grant reporting for duty, boss.
Hey, great. Have a seat.
What are you working on? Oh, that big case you were telling me about?
Oh, yeah, around the clock. It's not every day that a new client drops a $25,000 retainer right in your lap.
Yeah, tell me about it. So, what do you want me to do first? Research, surveillance?
No, nothing like that. We're just posing as potential investors. That's it.
But under our business suits, we'll be wearing camouflage gear for the surprise raid we're staging, right? No, come on. Our briefcases will be full of high-tech eavesdropping equipment and stun guns in case we get caught.
No. Where are you getting this? No, you've been out of the business too long. Come on, you know that most of that stuff, that cloak and dagger stuff, doesn't happen.
Well, remind me again why I took this gig?
Because you're helping me. Now listen, our client is a man named Don Minyard. He's this multi-gazillionaire businessman who wants us to investigate an offshore drilling consortium. Whatever. We're just posing as investors. We report back to him. That's it.
Wow, it gets more exciting by the minute.
Listen, not only is he paying us this $25,000 retainer, he's paying us by the hour plus expenses. So I will be forced to buy myself a brand new designer suit, you know, just to play the role. But I don't worry about you because from the looks of it, you probably have 5 or 6 in your own closet.
No, actually, I have about 1 or 2. But, Harley, something smells a little rotten.
Well, hey, don't look at me because I don't work here.
I think Minyard is shelling out a large amount of cash for such an easy job.
Well, maybe we're worth it.
I hate to burst your bubble, but this case sounds a little bit too good to be true. I think you're being set up.
Good, I'm glad he's here.
Okay, what's the big emergency that you had to talk to me about? What, did Nettie forget to leave a mint on your pillow last night?
This is no joking matter, Philip.
Well, would you make it quick? Lizzie just got back from camp and I want to spend the afternoon with her.
I dropped in on her last night while she was sleeping. She seemed to be sleeping very peacefully. I trust that the therapy is helping her come to grips with Carl's death.
Yeah, she's doing much better.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
What is the emergency?
It's Vicky. She's got to be dealt with, but the question is how.
What are you talking about? She's a bona fide member of the family. What are you going to do? You can't just wish her away like she's some kind of con artist.
Well, we've got to do something because she cannot stay here.
In keeping with the company motto, right? Family fighting family.
Cut the comedy, Philip. The woman poses a serious threat to us.
Well, what would you do? You know, I got an idea for you. How about, since we know she's already family, why don't we try something really interesting for a change? How about we welcome her with open arms?
Thank you, Philip. I only wish your father were as reasonable.
Sean, it's Dinah Marlar. I know you're in there.
Where the hell have you been?
Excuse me?
And don't tell me you haven't gotten any of my messages. The only thing I want to hear out of your mouth is how much progress you've made with Ben Warren.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You wanted me to get Ben to admit that he helped frame you for murder.
Don't play games with me, Dinah.
Okay, sorry. The truth is, I really never got around to that, but it doesn't matter anymore.
We had a deal. You helped me clear my name. I helped you get Ben Warren so you can get your father out of jail.
Don't you watch TV, Sean? WSPR was the first to report that the charges against my father were dropped. Daddy is out of jail, now that stepmommy Dearest finally told the world that Ben raped her.
So, what, they arrested Ben?
Mm-hmm. He's out on bail. So, the deal's off. Daddy's free, and I don't need you anymore. So you go back to being Cassie's roommate.
Not so fast. We had a deal.
I'm all packed. Is the car service here yet?
This was Dolly's favorite time of day at Cross Creek. She used to talk about the way the sunlight would stream through the trees, and the smell of the breeze when it would come across that field of wildflowers. She said it must have been what heaven was like, you know, peaceful and beautiful. I hope Dolly's in heaven now. In heaven and at peace.
Before I go, I thought about what you said.
I said a lot of things. We both did.
I mean about Dolly. And you're right, she was a part of you.
Well, I'm glad you understand that. I just wish that Joshua could.
Give him time. This is hard on him. I know it's harder on you. I can't imagine what it must have been like to hold someone just like you in your arms and watch them pass away.
Well, I'll never forget it. Or Dolly. Never.
And what I said about her death being a blessing, I did not mean it, and I really hope you can forgive me.
Of course I can. You're my sister.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but Cassie, your car is here to take you to the airport.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Be home before you know it.
Oh, you know, I can stay here. I don't have to go if you need me.
Oh,
I
no,
can stay
go.
with you.
No, go back and be with Tammy and Hart. I'll be fine. Bye. Love you. Jim.
Thanks. I am really worried about her.
Yeah, she just needs more time to come to grips with what's happened. We both do. I think it's good that we're going to be staying here for a couple more days. My father used to say that Cross Creek was a healing place. We'll call you when we get back to town, okay?
Okay.
Did you see the flowers that I planted around Dolly's grave? Well, I was thinking that since she can't have a regular headstone, I'd plant a tree to
Stop
mark
it.
this.
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop pretending that you ever really cared about her.
I can't believe you would even say that. I cared about her. I cared about her very much.
Don't lie to me, Joshua. Not about this.
Do you think that I'm pretending that I cared? Because I'm not falling to pieces over her death in the same way you are? Why do you want to turn this into some kind of a grieving contest, Reva?
I'm not.
Well, that's what it feels like. Like I'm supposed to show you how much I cared about her by how much I grieve. It wasn't enough that I was with her from the day she was born till the day she died. It wasn't enough that I built her coffin, that I dug her grave and buried her myself. I can't believe that you think I didn't care. I mean, how could you possibly know that I'm not grieving inside? Reva, answer me. Reva.
I wonder what it was like for Dolly, you know, growing up without a mama or a papa. I mean, I had Sarah and Hawk, and you had HB and Miss Martha, and we had brothers and sisters, but Dolly had no one. She must have felt so alone.
Don't do this to yourself.
Did she ever ask you what it was like to have a family? I mean, she must have.
Yes, she did.
And what did you tell her? How did you explain it to her?
Reva, please don't do this. She's at peace now. Let it go. Let her go.
I have to know. I have to know what you told her.
I don't remember everything.
You told me once that you could have kept Dolly from growing up that she could have stayed young and been adopted by a nice family, that from then on she would have grown up normally.
That's true.
Dolly
yes.
had the chance to be like everybody else, but you took that away from her.
No. No, that's not the way it happened.
Well, maybe you can't see it, and maybe you don't want to, but it's the truth. Why couldn't you let Dolly go?
Dolly chose to continue growing on her own. She wanted to be just like you.
No, you wanted her to be just like me because you were in control. You were calling all the shots just like you always do. Dolly's entire identity was tied to you, and